Hey guys, and welcome back to my video. Today we're going to be doing something fun and we're going to be making cookies. Some of you might not know this, but I actually have my own cookie business and I deliver to neighboring towns of mine within 60 to 70, maybe 80 miles within that town. So if you know me and you know where I'm from, or you can find out on the website, here's my website right here. It is called heavenlysnickerboodles.com. Go check it out. I'll spell it out for you right here on the screen. Go check it out, see if there's cookies you're interested in. I feel like I'm reasonably priced for homemade cookies, but yeah. So today we're going to be making Snicker Boodles, which goes along with the website name. They're just Snickerdoodles, but with a cooler name, because my nickname's Becca Boo, and my dad calls me Becca Boodles, so kind of works. So you're going to need unsalted butter. Today we're going to be using Can't Believe It's Not Butter, original. Has to be unsalted and softened. And then we also need eggs, large eggs. You're also going to need vanilla, cream of tartar, salt, baking soda, sugar and flour, and then at the end you're going to want to roll your dough in cinnamon sugar, and you can mix them together or you can just buy the combo where it's cinnamon and sugar. Just cut out the middleman there. You're also going to want a mixing bowl, measuring cups, measuring spoons. I have a spatula here. And then I also, hopefully it still works, we'll find out together. I also have a hand mixer. So, you're going to want to set your oven to 350 degrees. You want to get out your cookie sheet. You want to spray it with cooking spray, then put some parchment paper down. Spray it again. That way you know your cookies are not sticking to that pan, because that's the worst. So, to get started, you're going to need 1 cup of unsalted softened butter. So, we have our cup here. So not melted, but softened, so you're probably going to want to let it sit out of the fridge for a little while. And I'm just going to take a spoon and just start going in there with that butter. I'm just taking spoonfuls and getting it in that cup. So the butter has been sitting out for maybe 5 minutes, so it's kind of soft, but you could probably leave it out a little longer and get it extra soft. But do you want the butter in the cup? And then you're going to want to cream it together with the sugar. And for those who may not know what that means, you just want to let it sit there and mix in the bowl with the sugar for about 4 or 5 minutes until it's fluffy, light and fluffy. Now we need 1.5 cups of sugar. So, okay, so let me. Here is a 1/2 cup, so we need 1.5 cups of sugar. So we're gonna do 3 of these. There's 1. There's 2. And there is 3. Alright, now let's test this, shall we, together and see if it actually works. I haven't used it in a while. Haven't had any clients want any cookies recently, so it's probably because, COVID and stuff, and people are just not wanting cookies right now, which is totally understandable. I don't blame nobody. So here we go. Here's what that looks like. Just sugar and butter, and I'll show you it again here in about another 5 minutes. is what that looks like. It's just really creamy. Alright. So, now that we have done that, we're going to take this little spatula here and we are going to scrape the bowl down. Oh, it smells so good. And then we're going to add our 2 large eggs. Two eggs. Ew. I like to mix it in between each egg just to make sure that that egg is well incorporated. You don't even have to. That's just my preference. After you put the eggs in, you're going to go and mix it again for about 1 to 2 minutes. I am going to mix it with this because that worked, but it kind of sounded like it was dying out very soon. So I need to get a new one. Alright, let's go on in there with this. Yum. All right. So there you got a little bit. It looks like kind of like pancake batter, just maybe a little thicker. Okay. After we do that, we're gonna go in with our 2 teaspoons of vanilla. All right. All right, so there's 1. And there is 2 teaspoons. And you're gonna wanna mix that up. You can add that with the eggs too and mix all 3 kind of together for that 1 to 2 minutes. Either way does not hurt the cookies. Be right back, gonna let the dog out. Alright, so now you're going to want to add your flour, and you need 2 3/4 cups of flour. Here's my big container again. Oh, man. Oh, I got butter on me. So you can do this. I like to do it a little bit at a time. It's easier to mix together. If you put in like a whole ton of flour all in one go, you are going to have to sit here and mix and work those arms. So I like to do, you know, a cup at a time. So in this case, I'm using a 1/4 cup. So I'm going to need a lot of them. Now, if you want an accurate measurement on your flour, you're going to take your cup, scoop it in the scoop, take a knife, and with the back end of the knife, you're going to want to like slowly level it out, and that's how you get an accurate measurement with your flour. So there is 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that's 1 cup. We'll go ahead and mix it, and then we'll add another cup, and then mix it again, and then we'll add that 3/4 cups. All right. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so I've got 3/4. 1, 2, and there's 3. Okay. Didn't know where I put the lid. But I found it. So, at this point, you know, everybody knows the flour will thicken up your batter. So you should have your batter should be pretty thick. Not pancakey anymore. Should start kind of getting sticky. And you're going to want to use a lot of arm muscles to mix that last, you know, dosage of flour around in there. Okay, so let's take your cream of tartar, and you're going to do 1½ teaspoons. So, there's 1/2. 2 here. So there's 1½ of that. Oh my goodness. And then the salt. You need 1 whole teaspoon, which my salt thing is very weird, so I have to do it over the sink because it legit spills everywhere. There's 1/2. And another 1/2. My animals are crazy today. The baking soda, you only need 1/2 teaspoon. Okay, and then you're gonna just mix it in there again. Again, just roll the flour, mix it in with the flour, and mix everything in here. Or you can do like I did. I ended up like I forgot some flour. Again, kind of today. My house doesn't have AC, so all we have are giant fans in our house, so it's really hot. And sometimes I just don't think during the day it's just so hot. But you know, that's okay. I was making mistakes one day, definitely I'm doing great. But I'm making some myself, so you with me. But I'm doing it, so I'm doing this a little more. It's fine. All right, so that's all you do for this batter, and then what you're gonna do is, which I'm probably going to, you're going to want to roll it into little balls and put it in the cinnamon sugar. But that's still pretty sticky batter. I'll show you. That's what it looks like. That batter is still kind of sticky, so I'm not 100% sure if that's what I'm going to do, or if I'm going to roll it into a ball without using my hands and kind of coat it in the cinnamon sugar. So we will see what happens, shall we? Gotta grab another bowl. And then you're going to want to take that cinnamon sugar. Go ahead and just put it in there. I'm going to put a good amount because this is going to make about 24 cookies. Maybe more, depending on how big your scoop sizes are, or less, again, depending on how big your scoop sizes are. I'm going to take this and I'm going to spray it with my Crisco butter. So that way, it does not get this batter like stuck onto it any more than it has to. We're going to roll up a good amount. Let's do my hands. A little bit of Crisco on there. And drop that in there. This also will help it so that it doesn't stick on my hands. But like I said, my house is really hot. So, you know. It's just going to melt on my hands because my hands are super hot. I made a mess. I have to clean it up. I got that everywhere. I am a mess. Okay. New plan. I'm going to get the cookie scoop. Cookie soup. We're going to take some of this and we're just going to sprinkle it on top of that cookie scoop there. Put that down. Go ahead and sprinkle some more on that cookie. Okay, so we are going to go along with that same concept. Take a little bit of cinnamon sugar, go ahead and sprinkle it on top of the little cookie ball, put the cookie down, and sprinkle some more. If we want to, take a bowl and roll it around, but touch my house, and the second touch my hands is mouth. So, improvising, yay! I moved you guys over to the counter by the stove so that things are just a little easier to move over when we're done here. If you want flatter cookies, you can go in here and push these down in the center. But if you want fluffier cookies, you want to just leave them the way that they are. So we're going to do some fluffy, chewy cookies because those are so good. So my oven can only fit, it's a very small oven, and it can only fit certain size cookie sheets. So we're only going to be doing one cookie sheet, and it's this one, because this is the only one that'll actually kind of fit in my oven here. So I'm going to go ahead and show you. This is my tiny little oven, super small. So let's go ahead and get a shot of these bad boys going in, shall we? And even then, I can't fit it sideways, and I have to push it all the way to the back for it to work. So let's go ahead, turn that oven light on. Look at, yum. Okay, so these are gonna cook in your 350-degree preheated oven for about 9 to 11 minutes, depending on how your cookies look, at about 9 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and set that timer for 9. I'll check on them, and then if they need to be in longer, we'll put them in for the extra 2 minutes. So I'll see you back here when these cookies are done. Alright, so it has been 11 minutes. I did have to put them in for 2 more minutes. But they look pretty good. The bottoms are getting pretty brown. So I'm gonna say that they are done. over here where we were, I put out some cooling racks. So let's go ahead and take these out, shall we? Wow! That looks so good. Wow, these look and smell so good. You definitely don't have to do cooling racks if you don't have any. I have a ton, so I love using them. Oops. Especially because I only have one pan that I can use in my oven right now. So having cooling racks makes it easy for me to start another batch when I need to. Alright. So there you have it. Some Snicker Boodles. Now, if I could have rolled them in the cinnamon sugar, there would definitely be 10 times more cinnamon sugar in there. We still have tons of batter, and that was only 8 cookies, so we should have plenty for the amount that we need. But the bottoms aren't burnt, and the middle is very soft, so you should get some. HeavenlySnickerBoodles.com. Pretty delicious. I'll catch you guys next video. Make sure you watch because we have a challenge coming up with some of that stuff right over there in that bowl. Not the bananas, but the candy. So make sure you stick around and watch my next video. But I'm going to finish making these cookies and then I'm going to eat some. So, I'll see you guys next time.